Welcome in, everybody. This is the Atlanta Braves post-game show on Spreaker on the Atlanta Teens podcast, and I'm Blake Newsom, your host, along with my co-host Connor Quinn. And Connor, what are your thoughts on the Braves' loss today?
Well, I thought that they played pretty decent towards the end, like in the eighth inning when they scored 3 runs. But if they could have played better earlier, like Fulton-Evans had to come out early. I think he was injured. I know Matt Kemp was up too, and they were taking off for precautionary measures. And I think that those two things will factor up today's loss. And I think that if they can stick and make sure that they have players healthy and ready to go, I think they'll be a pretty successful team. What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm going to clear one thing up here really quickly, that Matt Kemp injury was I think it was tightness in his, what do they call it, hamstring or whatever? Hamstring, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, tightness in his hamstring, and Mike Fulton-Evans, I never heard about him being injured, but I will check in on that. I know he took
I know he came out. I don't know necessarily what happened, but I saw that there was a new pitcher in the 5th inning, but because I kind of missed some of the game.
Yeah.
Because when I went to go get my haircut, so yeah, I came back and I saw those pitchers, so I don't know what happened to them.
But the Braves lose 5-4 today. 5-4 hits, 11-10 errors. Braves had 2, Pirates had 1. The winning pitcher was Will Nova, or whatever his first name is. 1-0 with no ERA for him, so good start for him. And the loss to Mike Fulton-Evans with 0-1 now with a 4.91 ERA. And the save goes to whatever first name is, Watson. I don't have the first names pulled up, so sorry, guys.
Yes.
And then moving into scores and games around the league, a 10-7
Oh, I can announce that.
Announce what?
The scores around the league.
Alright, I'll pull up games around the league for the rest
All
of
right, should I go ahead and announce the scores?
Sure.
All right. So, of course, the Pirates fall. The Braves fall the Pirates 5-4, and they move to 1-3 on the season. And the Rockies in Colorado are leading the Los Angeles Dodgers 1-0 in the middle of the 2nd inning. And later today at 8:05 p.m. Eastern Time, the Rangers play the Athletics in Arlington, Texas, and the Texas Rangers are favored to win that game. And later tonight at 10:07 p.m. Eastern, the Angels battle the Seattle Mariners, and the Seattle Mariners are 1-3, the Angels are 2-2. And the Tigers lead the Red Sox 6-5 at the end of the 8th inning. The Phillies trail the Nationals 4-0 at the end of the 4th. Tonight at 6:40 p.m. Eastern, the Padres and the Giants play, and the Giants and both teams are have a 1-3 record. And at 7:05 tonight Eastern, the Orioles battle the Yankees. The Orioles 2-0, the Yankees 1-2. And tonight at 7:10, the Mets battle the Marlins. Mets are 2-1, the Marlins are 1-2. And the Rays battle the Blue Jays at 7:10 p.m. Eastern tonight. Rays are 2-2, Blue Jays are 1-2. The White Sox battle the Twins. The Brewers battle the Cubs. The Royals and the Astros play at it. The Cardinals and the Reds tonight. And last but not least, tonight at 9:40 p.m. Eastern, the Diamondbacks play the Indians. What are your thoughts on those matches, Blake?
Well, one matchup that's going on currently to spot out was earlier today, the Tigers were up 4-0 on the Red Sox. 6-5 now, you say, so that game has gotten close really quickly. 6-5 with hopefully whoever's team they're pulling out.
They're going to the 9th inning.
So, yeah, that game has gotten close from 4-0 in the 7th. So the Red Sox are trying to rally and win their 3rd straight to open the year. And so, yeah, that's my thought on the game. Currently, one matchup I'm looking forward to see tonight is 1-3 Giants, which is not a very good start for them, against the 1-3 Padres, who had a very shocking start against the Giants. Yeah. So, that'll be an interesting game to see with two teams that are shocked right now, shell-shocked from their opening series. So yeah. We never got a show last night on the Braves lost to the Mets 6-2. So what are your thoughts on their game from last night?
Last night's game?
Yes.
Well, Matt Kemp had both of the scoring, and he got injured in today's game. I hope he's all right, and I think he will be. I think they just want to be precautious. And last night's game, the Braves fell to the Mets 6-2 in the last game of the series up in New York. And of course, Matt Kemp had both homers, had both of the scoring, and it seemed like that the night before when they beat them at 3-1. It seemed like they had everything in order with the Mets, and I think like they were confident that they could take the Mets that night. The last night was not a very good night, but they were winning. They were leading 1-0 in the fifth inning when Kemp homered his first time up, or the first time that Kemp homered, the Braves were leading 1-0. And I think that if the Braves if Kemp can really get in there and make a game changer, then I think he will carry the Braves to victory.
My thoughts on it, I didn't get to see the game that much, especially because I was in Panama City and driving back with my mom currently. But I was busy watching the Hawks game, but I did hear Matt Kemp hit 2 home runs. The Braves just weren't able to pull it together and help him, back him up. I mean, I heard pitching was good from Garcia. wasn't very bad pitching. It's just like when they got to the bullpen, like in opening day, it just kind of fell downhill. So my thoughts that the season is young, but the Braves want to do better than other teams. They need to make sure they start out strong. Last year, starting out 9-28 before the firing of Freddie Gonzalez put them in a hole for the rest of the year. And so if the Braves aren't able to play very good to start the year, this could be another downhill year. So the Braves need to make sure they start positive in the record column. Do you agree?
Oh, yes, I do agree, Blake.
And because I don't have the box pulled up, I'm not going to say who my Braves player of the game is, but who's your Atlanta Braves player of the day based on what your stats are?
My Braves, I think the Braves player.
And we're waiting for just a second, guys, so sorry. As I said, we're teens, we're not professionals, so forgive us. Oh, wait. And I've lost Connor, hold on. Hold the fort, everybody. Sorry, everybody. Call failed. I'm driving with my mom in the middle of nowhere. So sorry that the call failed. We're barely getting the show out there. But Connor, keep going. Who do you have as your Braves player of the game?
I'd say Nick Markakis was my Braves player of the game.
And why? Connor? And sorry, we lost Connor again. So Connor, let's try this again. You have Nick Markakis at the Braves player of the game, and why?
And because he had 2 very good doubles in the game, and he was so close to hitting a home run, but he was a key player in one of the Braves' runs in the 8th inning to make it 5-2. And then Phillips knocked him in, also Darno, to make it 5-4. And I think just the way he played today, that he showed that he was the Braves player of the day. What are your thoughts?
I definitely agree. As I said, I don't have my box scores showed up. As I said, not the best connection out here. But thank you for listening, guys. You've listened to the Atlanta Braves postgame show on the Atlanta Teen Sports Center on Spreaker.com. So we'll see you guys later. We got tons of action coming up today on our other show, so make sure to hit that follow button. And yeah, share with all your friends, and we'll see you guys later. Go A-Town.